Oh, the Vanguard. Of course, they got a good one. Let's go. Leave it to the Vanguard. Dude, I love those guys. They're so fun.
I think TYT is insane for not copyright striking channels who take our content from our members only bonus episode, which is intentionally behind a paywall. Just a warning to those channels, we will nuke the out of you, okay? If you're gonna like steal content from paywalled members only content. Just want to say that.
See, I don't know how they would get with that. Providing commentary, I just wonder what the legal ramifications of that are.
Weird to start with that, but like, come on, guys. Like, bounds of fucking reason, okay? Like, it's insane when you see that happen. People steal our content all the time. We don't do anything about it. But when it comes to paywalled members only content, like, we're giving people exclusive members only content. That's part of membership. It's like ridiculous to just steal that content. Anyway.
Steal it. I love how they think stealing, but like, if you are providing commentary, you're not fucking stealing it.
Just a warning to those channels. We will nuke the out of you.
Nuke the out of you. See, you know what's funny is what I think is more despicable than somebody like, you know, members only content. It's not like it's ever special shit. And yeah, dude, they have clips in their members only content. Are there clips from fucking MSNBC, NBC, fucking Twitter? Of course there are. They're so full of shit. Stealing content from other people. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? They're like, fair use laws, Anna, you fucking whiny, resentful fucking poobah. But what's more, though, what I think is far more fucking egregious than that, than somebody paying for membership and then commentating on some membership, you know, TYT content. What I think is really more egregious is what TYT does. And I know you guys have seen it, where they'll make a video about like Kamala Harris. And then for months, every 3 weeks, they'll just retitle the old video and they'll re-release the same video. So they've literally will have one video, a 12-minute video about Kamala Harris, and they will release it every 3 weeks with a fucking different title and a different thumbnail and just repurpose that shit where they're like putting out the same fucking content as though it's brand new, which talk about a breach of integrity. Like, come on, bro. Like, what is she talking about?
Okay, if you're going to like steal content from paywalled members only. Just want to say that. Anyway, weird to start with that, but like, come on, guys. Like, bounds of fucking reason, okay? Like, it's insane when you see that happen. People steal our content all the time. We don't do anything about it.
Steal their content, right? Yeah, when quoting news sources that are paywalled, dude, they definitely like quote news sources, I'm sure, that are fucking paywalled.
But when it comes to,
if they quote like a New York Times story, if they have a fucking New York Times story that they put in their shit, that's paywalled. If they're looking at the screen with the New York Times story about Donald Trump, that shit is paywalled. They do that shit all the time. Fox News, paywalled. Like, what are we talking about? They either have YouTube TV or they're watching it on fucking television. Like, come on, man. Come on now. What is she talking about?
Paywalled members only content. Like, we're giving people exclusive members only content. That's part of membership. It's like ridiculous to just steal that content.
Oh, exclusive members only content. And then you'll retitle it with a different name and re-give it to them like every fucking 4 weeks for eternity until I've seen the same goddamn Kamala Harris video under 17 different titles, right? And I have cockroaches burying into my fucking testicles. Oh shit, dude. All right. Well, you know what? When I use members only content, I'm going to blur out the thing that says members only. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to blur it out. I'm going to put a thing over it that says fucking testicles only. Do not want. Oh, shit. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy, lordy, lords. Dude, at this point, like, she should probably be happy that anybody even comments on her shit. Because, dude, if it wasn't for, like, the Vanguard and the rest of us making videos about TYT, like, nobody would be watching their shit. I bet there are more views about TYT, Anna, and Cenk that are critically analyzing their bullshit than there are actually on the TYT YouTube. I guarantee you, there are more views not on TYT than TYT. And again, this whole idea about stealing is I think this. I think that if you were to just take their members only content and put it on YouTube verbatim, so you're just putting the whole thing out there with no commentary, no analysis whatsoever, that would be stealing. If you had a site, a YouTube channel called TYT Unmasked, and you just were putting their members only videos, just straight uploading them to TYT, and you're monetizing that, you're taking their paywalled shit, making it available to the general public, and then making money off that. Yeah, nuke that shit. Copy strike that shit. Okay, absolutely. But short of doing that, what are you even talking about? It's people doing commentary. Dude, TYT has so many fucking issues. We know that it's mostly about the Vanguard. They're really mad at the Vanguard. I don't know if they're mad at me yet or if they even know who I am, because I have definitely called Anna out on racism and transphobia and all kinds of shit. I called her out on a video this morning. So I do make a lot of TYT videos. I mean, granted, my fan base does like the TYT content. So that's true. But I mean, all content slides upwards like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Anna will watch Fox News, and Fox News has a much larger audience than TYT does. So of course, they're going to watch Fox News and provide commentary on that bigger news source. That's just the way it goes. The smaller creators watch the bigger shit and content it. And yeah, I do it though to put them in check, because I personally believe that Anna and Cenk and TYT are causing a lot of harm to the left-wing political movement. And so I feel like it's my duty to prevent some of that harm. They are snowflakes. They are 100% snowflakes. You're not wrong. They are like so snowflakey. They're like so ego-driven. They really are. The egos on Anna and Cenk are so fucking out of whack. Bro, they are so egoed.
We had areas of disagreement, and it had been such a long time where I was able to engage in a debate, like a very friendly debate where, two parties disagree, but they deeply respect each other and it's not personal, right? Like we're disagreeing and we know that once it's over, the conversation, we still love each other, we respect each other, and we know that. And I miss that. Like I miss that rigorous, the left used to be like that. There was rigorous debate within the left where there were no hard feelings after the fact. You were still friends. You still respected each other. We need to get back to that, guys. Not just like to protect people's feelings and friendships, but more importantly, to put your ideas to the test. You need rigorous debate to test your ideas.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem though. Dude, she's so full of shit. Because she's saying we got to get back to vigorous debate, but when's the last time she went over on Sam Seder's show? Oh, we got to do vigorous debate, but me and Cenk won't even speak to any left-wing people. And then if we do, the minute you call us out on anything, we're going to cry about how much you've offended us and how you've attacked us and how you're just using us for content because we are the progressive kings and queens of the world. Like, dude, she's so phony. She's like that MAGA bitch we were looking at last night, the one who says, oh, I love a good debate, and you go in her comments and she doesn't reply to anybody. She never talks to anybody. I mean, I get the sentiment of, oh, we want to have good debate, but like they're always crying. Anna is always crying that like, oh, she couldn't have a vigorous debate about the homeless and not throwing them under the bus. Dude, she had to be like, oh no, I'm ready to go fucking polish Trump's knob. I'm so upset at the way the left treated me that we'll never talk to Sam Seder again. I'll never talk to Emma unless it's a 2 a.m. fucking Twitter rampage after I drank like 3 boxes of Franzia. Then all of a sudden I'm ready to have a debate with Emma when I'm like one-eyeing it from a fucking, my IKEA couch in the rec room. Dude, what is she talking about? It's that lack of self-awareness. And dude, I get it. I'm only here for the required coverage.
And also, if you have the right ideas, how to sharpen the way you present your arguments. And it's fun. Okay, that's how politics was fun for me, like back in the day. And then little by little, without even really realizing it, we kind of found ourselves in this culture where you're not allowed to deviate. And if you do, you will literally spark like a cottage industry of people who are gonna like attack you for it. And it's bad for the left. It really is. And I see some of these left-wing like media people do debates and they think they know it all.
Dude, who is she talking about here? Who is she talking about here on the far left? Because I know she's had issues with Franny. I know that she's had issues with Emma. And we know that they hate Sam. But who, look at this picture, dude. That's the greatest fucking screenshot. Dude, that shit is amazing. But has she ever had beef with 𝗏𝗏𝗏, the Humanist Report? Do they have a personal beef with him? Or what about like Matt Binder or Lance from the Surfs or Kyle Kowinski? Do they have beef with all of them? Because I know I've seen the Vanguard go after them. And I've seen the Franny and I've seen the Emma, but I've not seen them interact with Lance or Figueiredo or Binder or, Kyle Kowinski, of which, dude, some of those guys, I even have a little bit of disagreements, but I will at least hand them that they're consistent. They're very consistent in how they present themselves. It's not like they're far left one day and then all of a sudden they sneak this like centrist position in, which is one of the things that's really hard about TYT because they're not exactly sensible. You don't defund the police 1 year and 2 years later you want a billionaire land developer to be mayor so you can have more of a crack squad police department. Like, that doesn't happen, man. Defunding the police is a fundamental, intrinsic, the police are slave patrols. It's tied to our culture. Let's separate that and rebuild. You don't all of a sudden be like, man, we got to be tougher on crime. So I think one of the things she always leaves out of the loop is it's not like if you deviate, you're going to get ostracized. It's like when you present yourself as being all the way out there in the far left with them, and then all of a sudden in the middle of it, when your channel starts dying, you start like, polishing Trump's knob. I mean, you'd expect a reaction. I mean, hello, right? It's like, dude, if you're a staunch Trumpy in one of those mega churches, in this crazy anti-LGBTQ mega church, and you walk in there one day in front of the congregation and do a gay kiss in front of those people, there's going to be a little pushback. It's like, dude, why is she surprised by that? The fact that she finds that surprising is kind of hilarious, isn't it? Here, I'm going to go on the record right now, and I'm going to diagnose Anna's break from the left as I see it, as an outsider. I see Anna and Cenk, because they sort of started this, and a lot of people started with TYT, and they built that network, and there was a time when they were like the de facto people. I believe their egos have gotten the best of them to where they thought that they are like the top bananas of that sphere. And then other people started becoming their own top bananas. And I think Anna and Cenk thought that they were so top banana that they could just have any philosophy under the sun and that there would never be any pushback because they were like the king and queen. But what they discovered is a whole bunch of other people are their own kings and queens. And a whole bunch of other people, in fact, have more leverage and integrity, clout built up in the leftist community than these guys do. And so then they make a move like Polymarket, and it's like, whoa, dude, they're never going to recover from that. And they thought they were big enough, king and queen enough to be able to do it. And I think that that's really what I see, that they felt like they were the de facto people. And then they realized, oh shit, we can't just change course on a whim. Like, there's other people that now have more integrity clout because their integrity clout is like, there's like nothing left, man. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.